We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Oh, there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road. Don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
First and 10 on the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll go play action with Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake. Nix. And it's caught. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here's Nix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pass midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And just not quite enough gas in the tank. Down to the 4-yard line, but still a sensational effort.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts him in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal. 4-yard line.
Pacheco. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Brown's got it for a Kansas City touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs take the chance on fourth and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he is caught on the move past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Ruby. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Nix from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Boom, down fighting through tackles. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the
now it's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Broncos at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
This is caught. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Now he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. He'll look to throw.
1st down.
This is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man right side is Rice. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter to go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And I'll tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Nix to the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the air with Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Well, the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's a short one there, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him probing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned,
that is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
Well, a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. Mahomes will do it himself. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nick Bonito. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third and 15.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on third and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part. It's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Pressure, they got him again. Nick Bonito in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Attack!
They'll look to throw here. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from the 20. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Well, these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. 69 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Nix going to tap this forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. From 10 yards out. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Benito. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Nick Bonito
In there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Mahomes will throw.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Mahomes.
Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10. Mahomes will do it himself.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Mahomes to throw it. Mahomes will do it himself.
Oh, no, lost the football. And unable to connect. They don't get with the two-point conversion here. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
At the 35-yard line.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Here's Nix.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Broncos, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis